Welcome to Secular Soup. Stay tuned for real talk about atheism, feminism, politics, parenting, and whatever the fuck else Amy and Amy want to talk about, because this is their show. And get ready for a whole lot of motherfucking profanity.
You want to hear a secret?
I won't tell anybody. Go ahead. If I sit next to you, I'm going to get gonorrhea. It's going to jump into me. Just two ladies hanging out.
Is it okay for me to make fun of his neck waddle if I make fun of my own neck waddle?
I'm not sure.
That's a real ethical conundrum.
Would you know if you were born a lizard person, or can you be like adopted into the...
I think you know.
We're such professionals.
We really are.
Buckle up, bitches. It's time to have some soup.
I'm Amy with a Y.
And I'm Amy with an I.
And we're just two blueberries floating in a bowl of tomato soup. And this is our 50th episode.
What? We survived.
Are you pumped? I can't believe it. It's been like
I actually
almost
am.
an entire
We've been wanting
year.
to do this. Yeah. We've been wanting to. It's been over a year, actually. Well, we've been wanting
Has
to
it?
do this one. We gave it time. We were going to just kind of do it half-assery like we do our other episodes. No,
Like
not
right.
the ones that not for you guys, because you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
But no, we didn't want to do it like after work, really late, just kind of phone it in, because it's the 50th episode. We actually wanted to be like, fresh
On our
and ready
game.
and cool. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're recording at a decent
I guess that
hour.
for me, that means like drunk.
Well,
Okay,
that's
so,
that's how you usually podcast, right?
Formerly third favorite Rich might be knocked down a peg or 10
Oh, what do you
yesterday.
do?
I almost
What
called
did
him
he
an
do?
asshole, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to call him an asshole over text, because that's not nice. I'll just call him an asshole on my show.
Well, yeah. Nobody listens to this anyway. It's fine.
Like a lady. No, it was funny. I was telling him. So I went to the gentleman caller's family's house for Thanksgiving, and I brought my kids, which is kind of a big deal. And they're Mormon and, whatever. So it was like this whole thing. And I was like, I said, it's, kind of crazy. Should I start drinking? Should I, like power up and start
drunk.
drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get drunk for that. And he was like, well, with your tolerance, you should have started a couple days ago. I'm like, oh, damn.
Oh, that is on point.
It was
Good
on
one,
point.
Rich.
It was real personal. I've been crying since. So I called him an asshole in my head. I almost typed it out. I was like, nope. I'm just
you
going to
gotta
knock
save
him
it
down.
for the show. Yeah, gotta save it for the show.
Exactly.
And he was
Like
so
a
excited
fucking
when he
lady.
found out he was number 3 last time. This will really knock him down a peg.
Maybe in
so
your eyes,
that's
but
good.
this is like 13th to me now. Because that was, you don't
That's
good
funny.
joke on me. No, it was actually really good. I was like, damn. I read it to my boyfriend. I was like, damn, that was good. He was like, that was real good. I'm like, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Rich is so awesome. He sent me a happy Thanksgiving message yesterday.
Yeah, that was it was the response in response
Yep.
to that. And I was like, well, I'm going here. And he was like, maybe you should have started drinking earlier.
Yep.
He's giving helpful pointers.
I think he was trying to avoid family too, so I released the episode just in time that he could listen to it and avoid his family. So you're
that's
welcome,
nice.
Rich. Yeah. So anyway, what we decided to do for this episode is just throw it out there to our listeners, all 5 of you, and ask you to come up with topics or questions, basically do our work for us.
Yeah,
So
'cause
yeah,
it's real hard.
oh my God, I just freaked out for a second. I realized I didn't know if I had connected the Audacity to my microphone. And so for a second there, I thought that
I checked. When you said our connection was sketchy, I did check.
Yeah, I didn't.
my
But it
mind.
turns out everything's fine. My computer phoned it in for me.
It should default it because we do it so often.
It usually does, but sometimes it doesn't. And then if you don't notice till the end of the episode, it's just bad news. So
God, that's
Anyway.
what she said joke. It just walks right into it. Sorry.
it really does. Yeah. Anyway, quit being dirty, Amy.
I can't help it.
This is a classy show. And so, yeah, we have a ton of really good, deep, probing topics. That was another joke I walked right into.
I know. You look at me rising above it. I'm not gonna go for the low
You're a
hanging
classy
fruit.
lady. You're not gonna do that. I feel bad because if you just listen to the show and you never interact on like Facebook or Twitter, you didn't know we were doing this. And that's because I came up with the idea about
that's-
2 days ago. So
Honestly, that's your fault. I blame
I
you.
know. It is. If you really want to keep up with what we're doing and get in on stuff like this, you have to follow us on the social media because we don't think of things ahead of time. So this is just
we
how
really
it works.
don't.
No.
And then if you want to see how sick my humor gets, follow me.
Yeah, get on the Instagram. Mm-hmm.
It's actually not too bad. I edit myself.
Yeah, you're not. I've seen worse. It's okay. Anyway.
That I sent you?
I don't even want to think about what you send other people. It's got to be 10 times worse than what you send me. So, although I did call you a bitch on text just for fun.
4 times. So. She was like, okay, time to record soon, bitch. I was like, okay. And she was like, thanks, bitch. Okay, bye. I'm like, okay, bitch. You're like, that's better.
I just like to keep you on your toes and constantly guessing.
It was really funny. Is she going to be nice to me or is she not?
Yeah,
is
that's
this
what
an
I do
emotionally abusive relationship? Because I don't know. I can't tell.
Maybe. All right. So I'm going to start with the Facebook questions.
Perfect. And I haven't read any of these because I just haven't.
You haven't read any of these?
No.
So we're going to get real off the cuff responses from you.
Yeah. I mean, I read the one that I commented on because I saw that Nathan posted it or something.
Yeah. That was a good one.
But that was the only one that I'd read, was that one.
I read all of them, but I really didn't think about them. So we're both coming up with off the cuff. So first question comes from one of our patrons, Charlotte.
Awesome.
And she says,
wow.
Charlotte. Yeah. Wow. 50 episodes already. Can you do a roast of your listeners? Well, we could, but it would take us all night because we'd have to come up with something. We already did Rich's roast, so we're going to get that one out of the way. So yeah, to answer your question,
a truth bombs.
Is a truth bomb. To answer the question, yes, we could do that, but we're probably not gonna. So barring that, what have you learned in the previous 49 episodes that you want to carry forward to 100? And what have you learned that you don't want to repeat? Has podcasting made you better, more aware people?
I wish I could say yes.
Yeah. It's kind of what I was thinking. Like, I wish that this made me a better person or that I had learned anything at all. I do think it's nice that you think we're going to get to 100.
Soulless asshole I was 50 episodes ago, 49 episodes ago.
I appreciate the idea that we'll actually make it to 100 because we're both really just lazy.
And learn and change.
I've
made more friends.
Yeah, I've met a lot of cool new people that I wouldn't have met otherwise.
Right.
I have several people that I can just kind of fuck with and tell bad things to and degrade, like Rich and Larry. And, we've made all these fun podcast feud friends.
Freaking Wayward Willis pod.
Goddamn Wayward Willis. That's just made my life
probably something we wouldn't
better.
do again is, I don't know. Should we have Michael back on the show? I don't know.
Probably not. No.
I don't know how I feel about it in my soul.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we need to, from here on out, just have a no men policy.
Right.
But it's hard to do because there's a lot of interesting men out there with things to say that they can put their foot in their mouth and we can walk all over them. And I enjoy doing that. So.
Oh, speaking of foot in their mouths and walking all over them, I did an interview last week.
Oh, yeah.
Did we already mention that? We mentioned it in the last episode. Never mind. We're good.
We did. But I listened to it today and it was very good. So check out Free Thought Profit.
It's
you will find Amy's episode. Is it a video? I didn't watch the video. I just listened to the audio.
I combed my hair and I had some lip gloss on. So I was.
Did you do the cleavage thing to really get the listeners or the viewers in? Because it's your job to always have cleavage on video.
Do I have cleavage right now? I don't even know.
I don't have cleavage, so I can't do that part.
Yeah,
this is a team effort.
I have just cleavage for days. It's ridiculous. They're out of control.
Yeah. Okay, so Charlotte continues.
Okay,
Charlotte continues with more questions. She has a suggestion for Drunk Cast again, which we will do a Drunk Cast again.
Patrons.
When we get to 50 patrons. So if you would like to see us do another Drunk Cast, you need to get your ass on the Patreon. Sign up for as little as $1 a month. That's only like $10 a year. I think, is that how the math works out? It's $10 a year, right? I don't know. How many months are there?
12
9?
Months? 12?
Something like that.
Anyway,
the point is,
I don't really know.
It's really cheap and you can sign up, and each patron, even if you only sign up at $1 a month, that gets us one person closer to 50 people, and then we'll do a second Drunk Cast. So
right.
Anything
And
could
apparently I
happen.
should start drinking now, according to
You should, according to Rich. Yeah. Well, it's not bad advice.
according to Rich and my liver and my tolerance.
Yeah. Whereas I start drinking 10 minutes after we start recording because that's how low my tolerance is. So, her other
And it's funny
suggestion.
because I don't drink so regularly that I have a high tolerance. I literally had a high tolerance from the first drink I ever took.
Yeah, it's
Because
you have the
I'm
good
just-
genes.
I just have that redheaded Swede genes where we just we can just process it
Bad,
fast.
dirty drinkers. Charlotte's next suggestion was to roast cognitive dissonance, but I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of that show, so I'd have
like a
something to
terrible
say
show.
about it if I knew what it was, but I'd never heard of it, so it's probably a couple of dudes just being assholes. Fuck them.
Laughing at their own jokes that really aren't funny.
Yeah, that really just aren't funny at all. And just, who needs that? Her next question is get Larry to come on your show and yell at topics instead of the news, which again is a great idea, but we're not doing it because I'm lazy. So I would like to have Larry on at some point, but not today because it's been a long week and that would require a whole, getting stuff set up and doing an invite and a
today,
Skype thing. I'm tired. Fuck that.
Totally have Larry on the show.
If you haven't listened to Manuals at News, you should go check that out because it's very funny.
It's a good one, especially a couple episodes with us on it.
And then, her last bit of advice or input or question is honestly, all my topic ideas are just, I want to hear fun stuff for a minute. But that's pretty much our whole podcast, just hearing fun stuff for a minute. That should be our new tagline. Secular soup. Come hear fun stuff for a minute. So thank you,
So we're going
Charlotte.
to change the subject real fast.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. That was good.
That was very good. Our next chimer-inner is our friend Robin. Robin, you're amazing.
Love Robin.
Robin would like us to discuss the validity of the word glow bug, but only after she gets around to
Robin
posting
and
a
I have
review.
had this fight. And
Okay.
I'm sorry, Robin. Respectfully, you're wrong. It's fireflies.
See, I disagree. I'm going to go with glow bug. I think it sounds cuter. And
It does
we don't
sound
really
cuter, but it's wrong.
we don't have a lot of them around here, so I really don't have a dog in this fight.
We have a
But
lot
I
of
like
them around
Robin,
here.
so I'm just going to go with what Robin says because it makes her happy. And I'm perfectly fine putting glow bug into my vocabulary because I don't think I've ever actually seen one in real life, so it doesn't matter that
We
much
have
to
them
me.
all over here, and they're fireflies.
Well, apparently this is a hill Robin will die on, and
I
to
know.
that
We've
end,
had this fight, and then we've had a macaroni fight. We've had
Yeah,
Robin and I have had some pretty heated discussions over macaroni and glow bugs.
Well, for one thing,
we hit the big topics.
You do not put ketchup on macaroni and cheese. I'm sorry, but
Thank
you
you.
just don't. That's wrong. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Robin and I love you. You still cannot put ketchup on macaroni and cheese. Fuck that. That's just wrong.
This is going to be the last episode she ever listens to.
Probably. She's going to disconnect from both of us and hate us both. But I'm going to give you the
Block us
glow
on
bug. You're
social
right on the
media.
glow bug. You're wrong on the macaroni and cheese. So Robin actually had us.
You just make it straight and you just put pepper on it alone. No salt.
Oh, no, you put salt on it. Yeah. We might have to fight about this now because you do salt and pepper on your macaroni and cheese. Robin had me make her a mug that said it's glow bug bitches on it. And I drew little glow bugs on it. So just one of the many delightful things that we can custom make for you.
You don't know what they are.
Well, I know what they are. Are you saying that it's not the right terminology? Because Robin's going to fuck you up if you.
No,
keep
I mean, I
saying
already
that.
said it wasn't, but
Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying, did you have to look it up? And when you Googled it, did Google correct you and say, do you mean fireflies?
No, it did not. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I don't remember. We love you, Robin.
We do.
Robin's
That was a good
amazing.
question.
Seriously. Yes. So we're split on that one. I'm Team Robin, and you hate Robin. So I guess that's where we're going.
Apparently.
All right. So third or 30th favorite Rich gave us a question. He would like to know why we park on a driveway and drive on a parkway. And I don't have a good answer to that other than
I
that.
have a good answer to that.
The English language is stupid. We have a lot of words and things that we say that absolutely make no sense whatsoever. So I guess chalk that up to whoever thought of the word driveway. I mean, technically you drive into your driveway, right?
Probably a man.
Probably. Well, that's obvious. I mean,
Most likely white.
men come up with all the stupid things.
Dumb stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Just talk to the other men at your man meetings, Rich, and ask them.
Yeah. Sort it out with the other men.
Yeah. Because we don't know. We're not invited to those meetings.
We're ladies. We don't get into that kind of thing. And we just don't care about this particular one. So figure it out for yourself, Rich. God, don't use us for a crutch for everything. Ugh, Rich. All right. So next question also comes from a patron, Natalie. A patron who also ordered something from us on delightfulbitchcraft.com, one of my blasphemy Bible quote verses. I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was the one about horses and semen and all written beautifully on a plaque. So anyway, Natalie wants to know why her website sucks. Her website.
Which website? Like just in general?
Her website is Encyclopedia Dumb America.
Oh, I like her website.
It's kind of like Wikipedia, but it's just got stories of just dumb shit that Americans do, and she has people contribute to it. And my verdict is it does not suck. I'm looking at it right now and it looks pretty fucking hilarious. I think what her actual question is like, why won't more people interact with it maybe or contribute to it? And the answer to that is that people just suck. I mean, you can't count on people for anything. So,
I mean, Trump's America. That's basically.
I don't know why this would be any different. But since people are listening, we would encourage you to go check out encyclopediadumbamerica.com. It looks Natalie's hilarious. Awesome. Natalie's awesome. And there's articles about Tucker Carlson, Liberty University.
Oh, he sounds hot.
All the hits. Mike Pence. There's a Mike Pence category. So check it out.
Daddy
contribute.
Himself.
Yes. Support the site. It looks like she's got some awesome merch on here from Redbubble that looks hilarious that I kind of want to buy now. So
cool.
If more people would become patrons, we could go buy stuff on encyclopediadumbamerica.com and it would just be a win-win for everybody. So yes, to answer your question, your website does not suck at all, but people do suck. And that's why you don't get more traction with it. So
right.
Question answered.
The worst.
All right. And then another one of our faves, Maddie Love asks,
love Maddie.
Why do I only see the hair I missed on my legs after I'm at the gym with capri leggings on? I mean, my answer to that is
there's a lot of questions I have about the words she's using. Mm-hmm. Shave, gym. Mm-hmm. None of those things. I don't know. Well, I mean,
it's because when you're shaving your legs in the shower, the lighting usually isn't great, right? Like, at least at my house, the lighting isn't right over the top of the shower.
I don't know about you, but you're like tilted at a weird angle.
Yeah. And you're trying to balance your leg.
Down your eyes, or you're on the side of the bathtub and you're balanced up. Yeah. It's real awkward. It's really
And if you're
awkward,
in a hurry, you're just kind of like shave, like quick. I just got to get these visible parts on my leg.
And then you're like,
I don't care that much, but
put some toilet paper around your ankle because you always cut that same spot. Let's be real.
Yeah.
So you just like put it there and then you're like, oh, and my knuckles are hairy too. Am I going to wear shoes that show them? No, it's winter. We're good. So you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, every time. So I think it's just that you're in a hurry to get to the gym. So well, my question is, why are you shaving before you go to the gym? Like, you should go to the gym first, then you get all sweaty and gross, then you take a shower and shave your legs while you're in that second shower.
The hair is like resistant. Mm-hmm. So it's like the wind, it's like you're less aerodynamic. So it's it's resisting the wind. So you're fighting. So you actually have to fight harder and work harder. So it's more gains. Mm-hmm. That's what I tell myself when I haven't shaved in
science.
years.
It's science.
That's just science. Like I don't.
And Maddie's a scientist. She should know. So
she knows the stuff.
Mm-hmm. So hope we solved that one for you, Maddie. Like we do with everything. Chris,
we solve all the problems.
One of our listeners, Chris, who I have a lot of fun messing with on Facebook because he's just an easy target. I don't know why, but Chris recently had a baby. So I don't know, last year before, I can't keep track, but Chris has a baby, and he would like to know.
It's a small human.
Yeah, he's got one of those little things at his house. He would like us to talk about things babies can choke on, because he says then he might actually listen. So
literally
what a dick.
Everything.
You're being a dick, Chris. You might listen if we talk about that. Whatever. Anyway, babies can choke on a surprising amount of things. Don't give babies grapes. That's a bad idea.
Cut them in half or quarters when they're little.
Yeah, I don't even trust that. Like I would cut them in half and then I think he's still going to choke on that half a grape. I would cut them
in quarters.
No,
just
even
grapes, popcorn's real bad.
Marbles.
Well, they just swallow those, honestly.
Anything round.
Through.
Coins.
Okay, so
at
my
least
nephew
one of my children
he swallowed a penny, and usually they just pass, but it didn't pass, and he woke up in the middle of the night screaming.
Oh,
and it had gotten lodged in his esophagus, and they had to have surgery to remove a freaking penny. And everybody swallowed money at some point in their lives, but no,
my kids have done it twice.
Right. Yeah, it just hit just right.
Yeah, I had one.
Yeah, my kid swallowed a bowler hat from Meet the Robinsons, like a little one.
Oh, cool.
That
would have made a good X-ray, though.
Yeah, she was like, there's no pointy edges, so you're fine. It'll pass. And it did.
How fun would it be, though, to have an X-ray where you see, like, your intestines and there's just a little bowler hat sitting on top? That'd be adorable, right?
At a jaunty angle.
Yeah. It'd be so cute. Anyway. Yeah, my oldest swallowed a penny.
I pull off hats well, and I'm guessing my insides do, too.
Oh, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, clearly.
What of your insides that are left anyway, after you've had all your organs removed and your body's fallen apart?
Well, they were all removed, but then they were replaced with monkey organs, so we're good.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, my oldest swallowed a penny once, and we were waiting for it to pass, and we actually heard it clink on the side of the toilet. Good times.
That's disgusting. But
yeah. And my younger one swallowed a dime, much smaller, easier to get out. We didn't fish either of these things back out of the toilet. We decided it probably wasn't worth the 1 cent to try to get it back. So
let it go.
Coins do flush down the toilet. Fun fact.
Yes, they do.
So, Chris, your baby can choke
there was
on
one
literally
penny
everything
stuck forever.
Yeah, don't put anything in front of your baby.
The throat of a toddler is actually like the size of inside of a toilet paper roll. So if it can fit down the toilet paper roll, it can fit, like, it's a choking hazard.
Yeah.
Basically, is what this kind of what I gauge. Like anything about a quarter or $50 around, and like around there is a choking hazard.
Yeah.
So you basically just give them massive blocks of wood to play with, because that's the only thing that they won't choke.
There you go. Just put your baby in a pack and play with nothing to play with and walk away. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Wrap them in bubble wrap. They're good.
Trust us on this.
Give them a plastic bag to play with, because they can't choke on that.
Exactly. They're too big to choke on. That's common sense. And they're free. Like,
it's like those Steve Martin. You remember those Halloween costumes on Saturday Night Live? He was like, "Oh, look, you're an astronaut." You're like,
yeah. Oh my god, that was one of my favorite parts of Mad Men, where girls playing with the dry cleaning bag, and she's like, "Sally Draper."
I never saw Mad Men.
Well, they're playing Spaceman with the dry cleaning bag, and the mom goes, "Sally Draper, come here." She's like, "The dry cleaning that was in there better be hung up, or you're going to be in big trouble."
That's what she said.
And she walks away. It was just classic. Yes. Okay. So Sarah asks, well, not ask, just put sandwiches with an exclamation point. So I guess the topic would be sandwiches. What is your favorite type of sandwich, Amy?
Oh, that's real hard. I'm a sandwich fan.
Me too.
I don't necessarily have like a type of sandwich that I like the most, but I like something that has some crunch in it. Something that maybe, and then, so I've had like this really good turkey sandwich once in Las Vegas, actually, where it was called Thanksgiving in a bun or something like that. And it was basically was turkey and cranberry and some like other seasonings and flavors and stuff. But then there was some crunch in there, because it was like the potato chips or something. It was just something crunchy.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, it was so good. And it's something along those lines. Like even when I was a kid, I liked, peanut butter and jelly, and I would put Cheetos in it because I have to have that crunch.
That's just wrong.
Try it.
Cheetos. Oh, I don't. I do like a sloppy Joe with potato chips in it. And I rarely get to eat sloppy joes because everybody in my house hates them, so I never make them.
I can't eat sloppy joes very often because I don't have a gallbladder.
Yeah, that would make it more difficult. Well, whenever I do get to eat them, it's usually at some sort of like political fundraising dinner or something. It's always at a fundraiser they make sloppy joes, but you got to put a shit ton of chips in there to make it crunchy. It's so good.
See, it's got to be crunchy. There's got to be the crunch.
Yeah, and I love a tuna sandwich on white bread with chopped up
pickles.
Celery in it. No pickles. That's, oh God, Amy.
Celery and pickles.
I don't know if we're going to make it to 100 episodes. You've just got so many wrong ideas on sandwiches. I was with you for the crunchy part, but not if it's pickles or Cheetos. Come on.
Pickles and
such
Cheetos.
A monster.
What?
I love a nice tuna sandwich with finely chopped up celery because you get a little bit of crunch, but it's so good.
It has that nice flavor.
Yeah, like I'm not into super meaty sandwiches. Like my kids will eat a sandwich with like 12 layers of salami and pepperoni and some ham, and
this is probably going to end everything. You're probably going to just hit stop recording and just, just unfriend me on Facebook. Okay, so one of my favorite sandwiches to make at home. Oh God.
What?
Okay, I haven't said it yet. I'm just laughing. Okay,
all right.
So
maniacally laughing. I got it.
Okay, so I like to put just a little bit of like mayonnaise or cream cheese or something on some bread, and then like just some regular cheese, and then slices of radishes and pickles, and it is so good. That's the sandwich. It's so good.
And this is not an opinion. There is something wrong with you, and you should seek some medical attention because that's just not right. It's
seriously so good. And especially if you have like a nice white cheese, like a Munster to go with the radish, it's really good.
You're so wrong.
I sent Gentleman Caller a picture of it once when we were first dating. I'm like, you need to know ahead of time who you're dealing with because
and he still started
might be a
dating
deal breaker, apparently.
Wow.
Apparently.
That one's going to take me a while to process. I don't know. You know what's really okay? You know what's really good though? A grilled cheese sandwich if you make it with whole wheat bread and Havarti cheese. Oh my God. I don't know how I discovered this. I think my sister-in-law, who's a chef, I think she made me one time.
It is good.
It is the best. It's got to be whole wheat bread or some kind of multi-grain bread with Havarti cheese. It is so fucking good. And I really want one right now because I'm hungry, but I have neither of those things in the house.
With pickles.
At least we can agree that there is no place for ketchup on macaroni and cheese.
Right.
Are we at least together on that?
Yes, we're together on that.
I can deal with all your horrible, horrible sandwich choices as long as you agree that ketchup belongs nowhere near macaroni and cheese. Okay.
Yeah. And that Rich's place is in jeopardy.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. So the next question comes from my lovely friend Sarah, who I know in the real world. She is awesome, and she's also a patron now. She would like to know, how can a person make grown-up friends asking for science? Sarah, knowing Sarah as I do, she is one of the most delightful people on the planet, and I can't believe she has any trouble making grown-up friends because she's just awesome. She's just sweet and fun and funny, and like you just want to hang out with her. But as far as making grown-up friends, I do all of that on Facebook. I steal other people's friends. I know
I've met on the internet or some kind of social media. Even people I know in real life that live locally, I met in some group or event or something Facebooky.
Yeah, I have some good local friends that I see all the time that I met on Facebook because they were either like commenting on a mutual friend's post and I was like, I like your style, and I became their friend.
The atheist community group, the humanist group I'm in, liberal women group, like things like that. That's where I met all my friends. Ex-Mormon community is huge. Yeah. So,
social media is honestly good for that. Although I've heard that church is a good place to meet people.
Yeah, you can make friends at church.
Yeah,
why didn't you think of that, Sarah?
Why aren't you going to church, Sarah? Dude. Sarah's an atheist, but go to church.
Well, I assume she's listening to our show and she's a patron.
She's our ultra Christian patron. No, just kidding. She is awesome and I love her. And I don't get to see her nearly enough. She used to work at Target and I would see her every time I went to Target and it made my day. And now she doesn't work there anymore and I miss her. We need to get together, Sarah. Anyway.
I feel like that about so many friends. I'm like, I never see anybody anymore.
No. And it's my fault. I'm lazy and I just need to, I don't know.
Just work too much.
I'm so tired. So fucking tired.
I made worky friends, but it's not the same as your old friends, too.
Yeah, work friends are weird. Like, I don't think I've ever made a super good friend. Well, I've made a few reasonable friends at work, but I would say that most of my really, really good friends, I met through atheist groups or online stuff honestly through like activism. If you're into politics or liberal stuff and you show up at those kinds of events, you can meet some cool people. Or for Sarah,
I meet the people when I'm boycotting outside the liberal events.
Here's the thing. I know everybody in this town. I just do. So if Sarah wants some new grown-up friends, I can match her with some people that I know she will get along with. That's a service I can provide. It's like Match.com, but it's Amy finds you grown-up friends because, I know a lot of people.
It's like when you go out on like a double date or something and then you like this person so much and then your partner or significant other or whatever doesn't like the other significant other.
Yeah.
So you're like, yo, no, this is going to be great because I get along with this person so well and they're always talking up their partner. And then you go out and you're like, wow, okay, we can't go out with them again because what are you going to say? Like,
yeah.
You can't build up too much of this service because that's what I'm saying is it might be.
Well, but when
might end badly.
When I first met Mr. with a Y, he still had friends back then. Now he's more of a hermit, never goes out, but he had a lot of friends and they had wives or girlfriends. And I think to a person, I never liked any of the wives or girlfriends. They were boring. I had nothing in common with them. And he'd always be like, we should go out on a double date with them. And I'd always be like,
I'm super busy washing my hair that day.
These aren't people I'm going to be friends with in real life. But the thing with the grown-up friends is like, it's not just that they're a tag along with me. There are certain friends that I have that I know aren't going to like other friends of mine, but I can tell which of my friends would actually like each other, Like
That's
I know
true.
this friend over here isn't going to like that friend because they're just not the same.
Yeah, I have friends that are just real different.
Yeah, but I also have friends so Sarah, hit me up if you would like me to introduce you to a dearth of other people that you would probably like. Let me know and I'll start a whole service.
She's
and
bringing out the
charge
SAT
money.
words too.
Anyway, all right. So our next suggestion comes from Hertzy Hertz. Do you want to guess what she suggested?
Hertzy. Something about Satan.
Yep, just a GIF that says Satan.
Oh my gosh, it was.
Oh yeah, yep. It's just a GIF that says Satan on it. Hertzy is the host of Hertzy Talks on YouTube, where she talks about the Satanic Panic,
Satan,
and so she kind of really likes Satan. I mean, I'm not as big of a fan of Satan, but
Ouija boards. She talks
Satan's fine. I don't know.
We had to go on and watch this thing where this guy thinks cats are of the devil.
God. Don't remind me. I'm having
Dr.
flashback.
Kim, terrible. So, I mean, her show's good. It's fun.
Yeah. Just don't ever be on it because she will torture you with videos that you have to watch.
She thinks it's real funny.
To make us watch these horrid videos. And oh God. But if you want to check it out, go to our YouTube page, or I guess it's called a channel. I don't know, whatever the kids are calling it. Go to our YouTube channel.
I think they're now calling it the old people are taking over our site.
Something like that, yeah. And we have a playlist where we have that video that we were on Hertzy Talks. You can look it up. It was a fun episode. Not fun for us to do the homework.
Live drunk cast.
Yes, she was on the live drunk cast. We also did another episode just with her that you can find on there. She's awesome. So Satan sucks, but Hertzy is awesome.
One of them is real.
That's true. Our mutual friend Emily would like to know, why are men? That's her question. Why?
Just why are they?
I'm going to let you take that.
I don't know. They're exhausting. I don't even know.
I mean, why they are is because when you do the sex act and you fertilize an egg, it branches out and it can get a couple different types of chromosomes. And if it gets the one set of chromosomes, that usually means that it's going to be a man, and it's all God's fault.
But I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
So I get hit on.
You
often.
get it.
It's real weird and it's gross because I'm not out there, but I dress conservatively at work and I'm not out there hitting on people or putting myself out there or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, my wares are just there. I can't help it. I have wares for days. I don't even know what that means. But yeah. And it's just like, people will just come over to me and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm just it's really inappropriate and it's gross and I don't like it. And I don't, and if it wasn't for men, if I just lived with women all day, every day, and I worked with women all day, every day, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen as much.
No.
As much. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen awesome. As much.
Because all men can think about is hitting on people, apparently. And hitting things with sticks. As the mother of 2 boys, I found that hitting things with sticks seems to be some sort of innate brain wiring thing. I don't know. It's very weird.
I've been punched and bit all day by a 3-year-old. It's been real fun. It's been real fun.
So the answer to why are men
not? I don't even know.
That argument doesn't usually work. The answer to why are men is just we have no fucking idea.
I don't even know.
I'm
just over it. I'm over all of them.
Yeah, me too. Our other friend, Sana, I've never known if I pronounce this correctly, if it's Sana or Sana, because she lives in Finland. And so I assume there's a correct pronunciation. I don't know what it is, and I apologize for that. But she is
I like her.
One of my Facebook friends, and I really like her. So she would like us to talk about the fucking weather and climate change. But then she said that's too depressing anyway.
Doesn't exist, right?
Well, it's a liberal media conspiracy.
I mean, I read Trump's tweet that it's like cold, therefore no global warming.
Trump says it. That's good enough for me because Trump does a lot of research into the things he tweets. So
basically every tweet is so peer reviewed. It's solid. Like
he's not going to tweet it unless he's gotten like 3 opinions and it's backed by science. Right. So I trust him. He's a smart guy. Right. But yeah, the fucking weather sucks. I hate the cold. It's winter now. And now I'm going to bitch about it for the rest of the winter. So you're welcome,
Today
listeners.
Was hot. Like it was
Today
hot
actually
in my
wasn't
house.
bad.
Like, why is it hot?
Because you're in Texas. I mean.
But it was supposed to be cold. It's been like icy and stuff. And then it was hot today.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Okay. So our listener, Graham from Scotland, who I love because he listened to my old podcast and then followed me to the new one. Graham would like to know if it's time for the U.S. to be broken up. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, it is.
That's a great question. I think so.
We should kick Texas to the curb.
We're too much of a powerhouse.
Let them go off on their own.
Wait a second. I'd live in a different country. That's fine.
Yeah, I feel like this country kind of sucks.
United States of Amy.
Yeah. Hey, I'd live there. I don't know. I mean.
You'd be forced to.
That's true. I feel like we're kind of 50 different little countries anyway. Well, not really. It's more regional. Like you could make the South its own country and you could make like the Pacific Northwest its own country.
It's as long as for the money, it's a powerhouse.
Yeah. As long as Trump doesn't get to go anywhere near any of them, it's fine. So yeah.
Yeah.
The answer is yes. So my friend,
there's not a state I would give to him. I mean, maybe Florida.
Yeah.
But
he can have Florida. You know. It's going to separate and fall into the ocean eventually anyway.
It's America's wang.
Mm-hmm. So my conservative friend Tex, who I'm not even sure he listens to the show, and he's my only conservative friend anywhere on Facebook and in real life, he writes a very interesting question here. So, but it's a long one, so you're going to have to buckle up.
Okay, I'm ready.
In the classic Western High Noon, Gary Cooper's Marshall Cain tucked a backup pistol into his belt and walked out to meet the 4 outlaws who came to town specifically to kill him. When he walked out, he walked right past a gun case containing carbines and shotguns. Why didn't Marshall Cain reach in and grab a carbine or a shotgun? Almost ruins the whole movie. When TNT remade the movie, Tom Skerritt's Marshall Cain did grab a shotgun on the way out, making me think I'm not the only one who has made this complaint. Now, I'm going to make a very educated
movie.
I've never in my life watched High Noon, nor am I ever going to, because I don't care and I don't really like Westerns.
Well, you just ruined the plot for me.
So I'm going to assume that the answer is that they thought it would look more badass if he just took everybody out with a pistol, because shotguns are for big babies that can't handle a pistol. And so I feel like it was a creative decision to make him look more badass. Sound about right?
Also, he had so much confidence in his ability that he didn't even need any extra firepower. He was good.
Because he was a hardcore he was just, American male martial guy with his 6-shooter, and he was,
need anything.
No. He could have taken him out with his fists if he wanted to, right?
He could just he could look at him wrong.
And that's what I get by not seeing the movie at all, so... Yeah.
Right.
Good answer. Okay, my friend Tiffany, someone I know in real life, asks why her cat is such a butthead. First of all,
no, my cat's an asshole.
she misspelled asshole. That's not how you spell asshole at all. And the answer is simply because cats are assholes.
It's a cat?
I mean, have you met cats?
They're the worst.
They're terrible. How is that even a question?
My cat is the cutest jerk on the entire planet.
Well, that's the only thing that keeps them alive is they're cute. It's like
And then they come
babies
over
and
they start
toddlers.
purring and rubbing against you. You're like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, babies and toddlers only survive to be adults because they're cute. That's it. It's nature's way of making us not kill them.
Unintentionally re-entering toddler stage.
Right. All right, so over to the Twitter questions. That was just Facebook, so now we're on Twitter.
Okay, cool.
So the Wayward Willis asks, just out of curiosity, who's your best patron? I answered this one on Twitter.
We answer it every single week.
Just so that they could get their answer right up front, and my answer was easy. Ashley is our favorite patron.
Right. We answer it every week.
But then they said, you know what? On second thought, they'll gladly settle for being our worst patron. And I feel like that was a threat. Like that. I mean, I feel like that was threatening, and I don't appreciate being threatened. I'm just going to say it. I mean, I'll send Amy out there to kick his ass.
I probably could. Oh, not probably. I could.
You definitely could. Yeah, for sure.
I could.
Okay, so now my friend Andy, who's also a patron and I also know in real life, says, let's say Canada...
He sends me things on Instagram.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Let's say Canada wasn't an option for dealing with the man problem. How creative would women in the U.S. have to get? And then he posted a link to this article about this woman who killed her lover and cooked him.
Ooh, I'm not that ambitious.
I mean, yeah, I think he's asking if we can't send all the men to Canada, do we have to resort to cooking them? And I don't like cooking, frankly.
I'm not a real fan.
So yeah, I'm not against other people doing it.
Or just like sending them off on rafts or something. I think we're good.
I'm not against the idea of someone else doing it. I just don't want to do it because I really hate cooking. So
yeah, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, no.
Sounds real hard.
Our final question via Twitter is from Sarah, also a patron. Our patrons are awesome. They're all sending in questions and shit.
Yay.
Sarah would like to know, this is a different Sarah from the other Sarah. This is one of the double Sarahs, but one that I have not met. She asks, do we have any advice for dealing with super religious or conservative family during the holidays? Not out as a non-religious amongst the family, but this time of year winds up driving me to want to heavily drink. Heavy drinking is pretty much what you do.
Answer.
That's the whole answer. She already gave it away in the... I mean, I don't think there's a good... avoidance is always nice. I like to avoid.
I say something uncomfortable enough, but not necessarily outing myself, that people don't want to talk to me, and then they just leave me alone the rest of the week.
I find
the rest of the night or whatever.
A good practiced resting bitch face is really all you need in life. You can resting bitch face your way through anything. People just don't want to approach you and talk to you if you have that good resting bitch face. They take one look at you and go, ugh. Yeah, no, I don't want to talk to her. That's helped me out of more than one jam, you know? I see someone I don't want to talk to, put on the RBF.
Something that's just awkward enough or just like right on that line. Mm-hmm. And they're just like, ugh, and they just leave me alone. Yeah. People just leave me alone.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have any ultra conservative or religious family members that I have to deal with during the holidays. I don't. Mine aren't. I have some that are conservative and religious, but they're not outspoken enough to fuck up my holiday. So it's not anything I have to worry about.
Divorce a lot of those because they don't talk to me anymore, and I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
But they were the real bad ones. Yeah, trash took itself out.
So just divorce the ones you don't want to deal with, and that will solve.
Oh, yeah, simple problem solved.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what I do. Is I just like, okay, for example, back when I was leaving the church, the Mormon church, they kept sending people over to like bring me cupcakes or whatever because it's the fellowshipping, and they were trying to bring me back into the fold. Mm-hmm. So I would just like uncomfortably not hit on someone, but maybe make it like kind of like I was complimenting a little much, or I was hugging just a little much or a little too long. Mm-hmm. They stopped coming.
Yeah.
Stop coming over real fast.
Get into their personal space. That could be.
Exactly.
There you go.
You don't have to say anything political. You don't have to say anything religious. You just make them a little uncomfortable and no one's going to talk to you.
Be really unapproachable and problem solves itself.
It's basically my entire shtick all the time.
Yeah, same. So that's all the questions we have. Do you
was good.
have any
Got us through the whole episode.
reflections about the past 50 episodes and our...
It's actually been a really fun thing to do. I've enjoyed this a lot.
It has, even when I'm like tired, which is all the fucking time. If we go like a week without recording, it feels so weird to me. Like it's become such a part of my life now that it's like if we haven't talked for like 2 weeks, it feels like a year. Like, oh my god.
Well, and that's why like we didn't record like for a week or so. And so I called you on the way to work one day. I'm like, I just haven't talked to you in a while. And
Are you dead?
Going on? Are you okay?
It's
I
so
just
weird to me.
Because we used to talk all the time because I was home and I'm not anymore.
Yeah, now you gotta work. Yeah, working sucks. We need more patrons so we can just not work ever, but I somehow
really
think
like
that's not gonna happen.
Though.
That's good though.
So
I like my job, I just don't make any money at it. So there's a balance to be had there. Although
working on it.
I did put on the Delightful Bitchcraft Etsy shop, I put up all of the flying spaghetti monster tree toppers and ornaments I made this week. We already sold one to the Wayward Willis podcast because that guy is a sucker and will just buy anything from us. But if you would like to see some of our handiwork, we take requests. I'm trying to think of other weird ass Christmas stuff to put up on the shop. So
Right.
get all your flying spaghetti monster gear at delightfulbitchcraft.com. I don't know. It's been a fun 50 episodes and I hope we have the moxie to do 50 more.
It has been fun. And at some point I will actually finish making my pillows.
You're never going to do it. At this point you can't because it would just be too weird. Like you got to keep stringing people along and we could make that as a goal. Like if we get to $1,000 an episode, you'll see this pillow that Amy made.
Well, that one I have to fix because the fucking cat shredded it.
Yeah.
Because cats are assholes.
Such an asshole. Yeah, I think my favorite...
I can call it deconstructed art.
Yeah. Could you get your cat to paint things? Just get his little paws and some paint and...
Probably.
I mean, that'd be adorable. Yeah, no.
He's real cute. We were putting him a hat the other day. He was in my daughter's room and she had like one of those little knockoff American Girl hats.
Yeah.
And so it was like... We kept putting him in a little hat. It was a little striped tweed hat, and he's a Russian blue. It was so cute. It was like I put it at a different angle. It was like jaunty, and he was just looking at me like, "Why are you doing this? Why are you like this?"
Oh my god!
I didn't understand.
I just realized I forgot an entire group of questions, but it'll be quick. So let me find because I realized we never did Nathan's question, and then I went, "Fuck, where is Nathan's question?" And then I realized it's in the Secret Soup Talk group.
It's in the Soup group. Mm-hmm.
So if you're not in the Secret Soup Talk group on Facebook yet, you should get on that. We have fun discussions, and we each post just things that we don't put out in public all the time. Sometimes I put just weird ass shit about my kids in there.
Sometimes I go on there.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
Not very often.
These questions are from the Secret Soup Talk group.
Okay.
God damn it, Rich got in on this one too. Couldn't just do it on the regular soup. Fucking Rich. Sucking up our whole night. I still haven't eaten. Okay. Rich would like to know, even though
I won't tell you how much food I ate then.
by law, he shouldn't get 2 questions. He already had his one, but we're going to be nice and answer the second one. He would like to know, deep dark question. If you could choose how to die, what would it be? And the answer is in my sleep when I'm old. I mean, obviously with Trump, right?
Duh.
For you. Yeah,
Fresh to death.
I want to die in my sleep where I can't feel it when I'm just old enough to have lived a long life, but not so old that I've become totally non-functional. That's how I'd like to die. So Nathan Dickey, another patron and another podcaster, Leap of Doubt podcast, would like to know if you could guest star in an episode of any TV show, what would it be? That was a tough one because I like all the TV shows, but I would want to be on a period drama like The Tudors or The Borgias or Game of Thrones, something where I get to dress up like a princess.
Outlander.
Yeah, I just want to dress up like a princess. That's it.
Yeah.
I want a pretty costume.
I'd want to do something funny. I think I would want to do like one of those British panel shows and go on there and just be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to do something like that. Just go on where I could argue with people, but also if I could dress like a princess.
You're wrong.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Well, yeah, you can dress up like a princess as you're doing it.
I can dress up like a princess whenever I want to, but to have a production pay me to have the really good costume, dream. Love it. Ashley, our number one favorite patron, she would like to know, what's the appropriate response when a patient tells me they can cure their own cancer, heart disease, depression, etc. with niacin or Cantron or some other BS supplement? Do I have to be nice and professional?
Yeah.
I mean, she's a doctor, so you gotta be nice and professional.
But you also can tell them there's just no science behind that, so take this medicine also.
Well, here's what I like, because usually the people who think they can cure stuff with supplements think that there's like a big conspiracy, you know, like big pharma's trying to keep the supplements from them because there's no money in it. But the thing you can tell them is if this thing actually did cure this, like if niacin really did cure your arthritis, why wouldn't the pharma companies be raking in the dough on that? Like, why wouldn't they make it something that I, as a doctor, could prescribe and they could make a shit ton of money on? Like, it makes no sense to me that there's these cures out there that nobody will, like, if it works, your doctor would know about it. And besides that, there's more money in supplements. I feel like, have you seen what supplements cost? It's ridiculous. So yeah, nobody's trying to keep the cancer cure from you. If it cures cancer, doctors will know about it and they will tell you about it. Just calm down. Supplements aren't curing shit.
Calm down.
Okay, so Alice has two questions, and these will be our last ones. So Alice would like to know, also a patron, askandtellproject.com, check it out. Alice, first question. I enjoy that Amy has a long-term plan to lull Trump into trusting her enough to kill him during one of their interludes, but could she hurry up with it? The country needs you. So Amy, could you hurry up?
It started out like that. But then my feelings changed.
But then you found love in a hopeless place.
In all the wrong places. Yeah, I just can't at this point.
He's just
Plus the Secret Service is watching and filming, and it's real awkward. Yeah. So
it's hard to do stuff when they're around, especially if you want to have.
I just wish they'd keep their pants on too. It's real gross.
Yeah, it's.
Sorry,
Amy's working on it. It's a long-term plan. You just got to give her time.
It's a long con.
Yeah,
yeah. I have to wait until my feelings go back to being, cold and dispassionate.
Because he's like a big warm teddy bear. You just want to love him.
I don't think he's a warm teddy bear. I think he's slimy. I would imagine that he has like a film of slime on him.
I feel like he's the kind of guy that likes to, during sex, just cover his entire body in baby oil. Like just the whole thing, because he finds that really sexy.
So he just slides up you.
Yeah. Whole body, baby oil, slimy.
Okay, now I know what I'm doing tonight. Okay.
There you go. Gave you an idea.
Right.
Alice's next question is actually a thought experiment. There's a virus that will cause a pandemic against those who have toxic masculine ideas, and you have the only antidote and must find a way to administer it within the next hour to avoid disaster. The question is, what color polish do you choose for your mani-pedi?
Maroon, always.
I went with blueberry. Like, I like a nice, sometimes I like a blue nail polish, usually purple though. Oh no.
I like purple. I like that mint color too. I do mint sometimes.
Yeah, I like minty. Usually my favorite colors have some variation of purple or like a magenta, but then sometimes I like to just go crazy and do like orange. I don't know.
Mine are varying shades of reds and corals, and then just random purple or mint thrown in there, and then teal. I've done teal before.
Yeah, I like teal. I like something with a little bit of sparkle in it.
Like, and then I like glitter. I like some glitter.
I like the glitter, but I like it when it's just kind of a shiny nail polish. Like they put just a little bit of shine in there, but it's not chunky
like the
glitter.
Metallic.
Yeah, I like the metallic.
Sometimes I put the chunky glitter over it, but it's real hard to clean off.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like to do the chunky glitter, but that shit is like, you cannot get that off. You're scrubbing at your fingernail for an hour and a half.
You end up scraping at it in the shower, and then you're taking like a 15-minute shower. It's because you're digging at your nail polish. Yeah. Your body's been clean for like a year and a half.
Yeah, you got to think hard about how badly you want the glitter polish when you do that, because it's going to
I
be
usually do it on my
awful to get
toes
off.
because I change my toes way less.
Same. Yeah. I actually
It's just
have it
longer
on my
lasting,
toes
but
right
my fingers,
now. Yeah.
I need to do my toes because I have one on my pinky toe, but the rest of it has been scraped off.
Yeah.
So
I have the glitter polish on my toes, but it's been
I do
snagging my
too.
socks, I found. So like there's a chunk of it that I go to put it's a whole thing. Anyway, you've been listening to advice from Amy and Amy. All your needs have been met. Nail polish,
Yeah, we
Western
solved
movies, how we want to die. It's all there. So
50th
thank you
episode.
so much for being with us for 50 episodes. Or if you've only been with us for 2, thanks for that. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll keep going if we don't get too tired or lazy.
Or if she decides that I have too many pickle things.
Yeah, I can't. You're just going to have to not talk about it. We're going to have to agree to disagree and not discuss it. So
Okay.
I think we can
I'm
do
going to change
that.
my Facebook status to in relationship with pickles.
Or it's complicated. Oh my
It's
God.
complicated with pickles.
So yeah, I don't think I have anything else unless you have anything else.
Nope, I'm good. And then Patreons, and then
All
we're
right.
good.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the patrons. Shit, I'm a terrible person. We did this whole episode answering all these patron questions, and I forgot to mention the patrons. So, patrons are amazing. They help us with things like paying for shipping on soup bowls that have dicks painted on them. They help pay for the bowls to paint the dicks onto, our hosting fees for our server that hosts this podcast. All that good stuff. We hope that someday they'll pay for us just to have money, but at this point, it's more dick
Going to
supplies
conventions.
and shit like that.
I would like to do QED one day. That
Yeah,
would be fun.
I would like to go do anything that's not in my house. I just want to go to a
You could do
convention.
something in Chicago.
Oh, wouldn't it be awesome
Not
to go to
Caucus.
Mandisa's conference
Man,
in Chicago?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Mandisa,
everybody sign up so we
to
can go see
Atlanta
that.
and meet
Yeah.
Mandisa. Let's just go meet her because she's cool.
Yeah, and Atlanta's warmer than Chicago anyways.
Right. And we might run into Tom and Cecil in Chicago.
Ugh, gross. Yeah, no thanks. So yeah, Patreon. We really, really appreciate it. We love our patrons. Thank you so, so much. Once we get to 50, like I said before, we'll do live Drunkcast part 2. I think we're at 28 patrons right now, so we got a ways to go. But like I said, $1 a month, people. You can do it. Come on. So at the $1 a month, we've got By Any Means Podcast, Wendy, encyclopediadumbamerica.com. Check it out. It's a good website. We've also got Jesse, Ryan, Dumb All Over Podcast, some more dudes that we don't talk about because we're in a podcast feud with them. Liz Satan, John, whose podcast we broke up because we're terrible. Freethinker 215, thank you all
No, we
for
did
your
him a
donations.
favor.
That's true. We did. We removed some baggage from his life. So you're welcome, John. At the $2 a month
A service we offer. You
Yes.
need anyone to break up with you? We will go on your show.
Yep, and we'll fuck up that friendship like nobody's business. $2 chicken noodle level, we've got Nathan Dickey, Kimberly, Rebecca, Andy, Verlaine, Sarah, and Sarah. You are all amazing. $4 a month, I want to say that's the bread bowl level. We've got Elvin Engineer, you are fantastic. And $5, that is the she crab soup level. We've got Dr. Dylan, medical detective, Marissa Alexa McCool, Amy's boring sister, Yesh, Jerry, and Alan. You are all fine, fine people. At the $10 a month level, where you could get your own soup bowl with or without dicks painted on it. Just saying. It's amazing.
know.
You'll be in an elite group of people that have the soup bowls. Not just everybody gets these. So only if I really like you, or maybe if I've been on your
My
podcast.
boring sister actually used it for gravy on my Mormon mother's table on Thanksgiving this year.
Nice. That is the best use I've heard of yet.
And I was messaging my sister, and she said the funny thing is my mom recommended it because she said it was the right size. So
So you heard it here first, people. Not just for soup anymore. Now it's a gravy boat too. So
it's a gravy boat.
it's a
for Mormon
gravy
mothers,
boat
apparently.
and a soup bowl. So at the $10 a month level, these fine people all have soup bowls now. We've got Larry Yelling Man, Manuals at News Podcast,
Great.
Randall, and our I'm going to go with 12th favorite, Rich.
Just pick a double digit and we're good.
12th. We'll go with 12th. Sorry, Rich. You're bumped to
good.
12.
I'm not sorry.
And then our two superstar $20.
That's what you get for saying nice things to
Yeah.
me on holidays.
Fuck off, Rich. Don't say nice things to us. You'll feel the fire.
No, I'm kidding. You feel the fire.
I'm a nerd. At the $20 a month level, we've got our very favorite patron, Ashley, who will continue to be our favorite no matter what happens ever. She's our favorite. Don't forget it. Ashley, you're amazing. We love you. Our second favorite patron is somebody called Eating Cereal from Soup Bowls Triggers the Snowflakes. That seems like a pseudonym to me.
Freaking Willis.
It could be Wayward Willis, but then why not just put Wayward Willis on there? It makes no sense to me.
Almost like they're ashamed to be themselves.
Well, I would be. I mean, it makes sense. So yes, they are actually our number one patron at $20.01 a month.
Doesn't make them our favorite.
Because apparently you can, I didn't even know you could do that on Patreon. Apparently you can pick a level.
That's actually hilarious that they did that so they would
add
be
a
our
penny,
top patrons.
Just so they could stick it to Ashley. And Ashley doesn't appreciate that, you guys.
I don't know what Ashley ever did or what you
Ashley didn't do anything mean to you. Quit being mean to Ashley.
No,
God.
she's sweet.
You guys are the worst. Anyway, that's our patrons. Please join us on patreon.com/secular soup. We would love to have you in the fold because we like collecting people who give us money. That's what we do.
In the bowls. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. We may keep bowls with the souls of people who've given us money in them. You'll never know. All right,
I'm ready.
So we got that episode 50 wrapped up. Only 750 more to go.
That's right.
Something like that.
And that's all we've got for now. Thanks to all our fabulous listeners who put up with us droning on week after week. If you enjoy our delightful bitchcraft, please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and send us all your monies on Patreon. You can find us on those platforms by using the Google machine. It's not hard. This week, your donations will go to, I don't know, turkeys. I don't even know what it's
to
I don't even
buying a bunch of paper that we can write hate mail to Rich on.
I just don't even know this week. Usually I have something lined up. I'm like, oh, that'll be funny. Or during the episode, it'll come to me.
How about a pretty princess costume for me?
Okay, deal.
Oh, yeah.
Deal.
I want a princess costume.
And it needs to be spectacular.
It does. So, not one of those chintzy, like, Party World ones. I'm talking, like, full-on, like, an actual princess would have worn in the 1400s.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Make it happen.
Legit, like, no continuity errors here.
No.
Like, nothing.
No.
Okay, if you want to tell the world how awful this episode was, don't include this part. Join our Secret Soup Talk Facebook group. If you want to rate, or damn it, if you want to tell us to fuck off personally, you can send an email to secularsouppodcast@gmail.com. Please rate and review us on iTunes, Facebook, and wherever else you can review things like this. It will help us spread the soup gospel far and wide. And hey, tell your friends. As always, we'll leave you with the vocal stylings.
Wait.
Yes.
No Eli Bosnick, because there's something I forgot to mention very quickly at the end, because I'm terrible.
Okay.
We got a $6 PayPal donation from someone named Eric, not my brother Eric, but a different Eric. And I wanted to acknowledge it because I keep forgetting to do that. So Eric, whoever you are, thank you so much for your PayPal donation. We appreciate it. It did not go unnoticed.
Awesome.
PayPal.me/secular soup. Just send us random amounts of money. We will talk about it on the show. Thank you. And
yeah.
As always,
John did it.
Yeah, John did it, and then he became a patron. So throw money at us, people.
Well, yeah, because he mansplained it to us, so we were like, oh, thanks.
I need to be a pretty princess. So anyway,
yeah, so pretty princess, and
we'll leave you with the vocal stylings of.
As always, we'll leave you with the vocal stylings of Mr. Eli Bosnick.
Secular Soup Creed. Soup is the ultimate virtue. It's delicious, nutritious, patriarchy smashing, racism fighting, warm and fuzzy, human affirming, fun having, anti-theist, glitter throwing, tummy satisfying, pair of new shoes fulfilling, diversity seeking, happiness. Minestrone, beef and barley, chicken broth and split pea, gazpacho, tomato, clam chowder and potato, chicken noodle, beef noodle, egg drop and ramen cup, miso, gumbo, leek and pho. Grab a bowl and taste the magic. Slurp even this.